Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Masters Podcast, where we talk about competitive Dragon Ball Super. So far, we're focusing on Masters, and again, I'm here joined by Jalil,
Hey guys, what's up?
and I am Chris. So, our topics today that we're going to be talking about, which we might be slightly late, but if you're just finding our podcasts and stuff like that, is it really late to you? So, we're going to be talking about 2025 Nationals. We're going to be talking about the new marketing or I guess videos and stuff to hype up the new sets for Dragon Ball that they're doing, and then we're going to talk about the new set. But
Okay.
before we do that, I mean, Jilo, how have you been?
Man, it's been amazing. Christmas is right around the corner, so it's about time for present buying. That's like the whole reason I couldn't be at Nets itself. But like with Christmas being around the corner, the end of the year, it's like insane how fast 2025 has gone. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like it felt like 2020, we were just, ringing the things for 2025 to just arrive, and 2026 is literally right around the corner.
You remember, I don't know if your parents ever did this for Christmas. They would have you like write a wish list and then slip it under their door or something like that.
All right, so story time, I guess. So my mom, literally, she nipped that in the bud in the beginning. She was just like, she said, she was like, and she had a good reason. She had a good reason. She was like, she didn't want Santa Claus to be something that was like, or excuse me, she didn't. If for whatever anyone is going to be believing in, of course, whatever you choose to teach your kids, it's whatever you choose to do. But my mom was like, "Hey, Santa Claus can't pick and choose who his favorite kids are to get whatever X toys." So she told me from the beginning. She was like, "Hey, um, Christmas is about giving and all this stuff like that." So she taught me the right way, and of course, she told me to accept the other stuff too. But she's like, "Yeah, just it's time for giving. Just don't worry about receiving." But I'm a kid at the time. What can I get anybody besides like a drawing that I can think of? Like I was like 7, but she told me, "Hey, just let me know what you want, and I will try my best. I will try my best." But hey, it worked out. It worked out. I didn't ask for too much, but mind you, like when I was 7, everything was like a lot cheaper. Everything was like a lot cheaper. Like the Wii was out. Like it was just Mario Party, Mario this, Mario that. So
Okay, nice. Yeah, I wanted
how
to
about yourself? Yeah.
what is it? We didn't really do it. It was kind of like a our way of asking like, "Oh, can I get this for Christmas?" Because we knew there was no dang on Santa Claus.
It's like on the chimney. I ain't even got no chimney.
Yeah,
Until
exactly.
you go come through the front door. Like
But like it was I don't know, it was like kind of fun. Like Christmas tree, Santa, like I like the Grinch movies and stuff like that. It was fun to think about it. So we did our little
yeah.
wish lists and stuff like that some of the times, and I'd never even checked if any of the stuff on a wish list even got on there. It was kind of this, oh, presents under the table. I mean, under the tree, I'm good. But I was thinking, now that I'm living on my own and not having a Christmas with a parent in the mix doing all the stuff. I was like, maybe I might make myself a wish list and slip it over my own door. So when I wake up in the morning, on the wish list, I'll read it and it'll be like, the only thing on the list will be like the Gogeta SER for the
Oh my
yellow
goodness.
for the yellow Gogeta deck, and then I go to the Christmas tree and it's not there.
Yeah. You just realize it's like adulting.
It's,
Adulting. You're just like it's
Santa ain't have the money for that one.
let's see, it seems he is not rocking with me this year. Maybe next year.
Hmm. But it's good. Nats.
TBR or something.
Yo, yeah, it's good. Nats was right before Christmas though. I don't even know how they would do it if it was like this week. Like I think the turnout
That
would have
would
been
be
worse.
insane. That would have been insane. But yeah, they knocked it out before the year. But uh question is I think the biggest question is like stuff about worlds. That's the big question I got next.
Oh yeah. Isn't World supposed to be like Super Bowl time, like February or something like that?
Yeah, it's like January, February during battle hour, I think.
Now, I would probably be watching Worlds over Super Bowl at this
I'm
point.
saying, right? I'm saying, right? Like I have not caught up this year on what's going off in plays. Like
But yeah, so Nats happened. I think there was like 127 people. Right, let's move on over to the actual thing here for it. I don't think this will give us a actual. Okay, 215 players at NA Nats.
Okay,
That's pretty good.
that's a lot of people in one building.
It is for just Dragon Ball. And I don't
Yeah,
I
for just masters at that.
yeah, I don't know if they had any other games there either. I I hope that it was just Masters and all these people simply
Mhm.
just came to play Masters. But I think there was like I feel like there was like a good or it had to been like a good like 60 players that are like diehard people that just keep playing and maybe like the extra 100 or so is just like, "Oh, Masters Nationals, I play Dragon Ball. I'm gonna just come back and play because you guys go to Nats, I'm coming to Nats." But I
Hmm.
can't see like a new player being at like Nats for Dragon Ball.
I mean, there were new players at Nats when we went, because you got to remember there were people that were making judge calls on like energy. Like I was just like, what is going on? What is going on? Like, how are you here? How are you here?
How are you here? But I know where you will be in the back of
Exactly.
the
Like,
room.
hey, herbs, herbs.
We'll tell that story one time of why we call things herbs. But yeah, 250 players, pretty good. This was in where was this at?
Texas.
Texas. So
Pretty sure
yeah,
it was in Texas.
Texas. Yeah,
So it was right smack dab in the middle. So I do believe like this was the event that everyone could go to. Because if they would have had this in California, these numbers probably wouldn't be as big as it was.
yeah.
Or at least the people who are playing competitive would have went. But I believe Texas, like it was the perfect spot. Like it just unfortunately was too close for Christmas for I. So like, and that might be something for a couple other people or, other reasons on top of that. But if they had it earlier, and it was in Texas, then most definitely would have went because that's doable. Texas is doable for a lot of people.
Okay, yeah. But what is it? I wanted to go back to our predictions of what we thought were going to win Nats. If you remember yours, um, we
I'm
probably
pretty
should have
sure it
looked
was.
back at.
It's like I know I said Gamma One, Gamma Two, and BoJack. I knew it was something blue.
Okay, and then I said
God
Doctor
Almighty, I was
Rinsu.
wrong. Doctor Rensu.
So, looking at the pie chart here, Doctor Rinsu was pretty prevalent in the whole Nats, and then BoJack was up there too. Less people play BoJack, but it made it to top. Doctor Rensu made it to top. Uh,
Hmm.
I don't think there was any gammas.
Unfortunately, it's crazy. Like I thought Gamma was like that, I guess, but I don't know. Like, not a single game is kind of crazy because like that won our regional. That I know we're like a couple, probably like maybe a set
Yeah,
away from the regional that we went to. But I thought like at least they would get top cut, at least get top cut because these blue decks are insane.
I mean, hey, eh, all these other decks, they're just really good. Like the new Ova deck. I watched a little bit of gameplay of that, and it just looks frustrating to play against, to say the least.
I mean, I
Um,
ran into that deck, but I just didn't feel like that deck was real. But I was also playing Bojack. I was also playing Bojack, like the defensive deck. So just had zero testing against it.
yeah, but I am actually like really surprised by Serge Kefla, but like happy too because it's really good to just see one of these old leaders just use all the support that Bandai has printed for it and actually like win like and get to top cut. Ultimately, we all know it failed to or the deity Zamasu and
Yeah,
all
like
the good meal strategy in there.
you can't beat Dorman in a mill. You cannot beat that. You can't beat that.
I mean, yeah, I don't know what they were smoking putting that combination together.
And it's just it was slept on for a little bit and it just won. It just won.
But I mean, I don't know if you remember this, but when we were first getting back into playing the game, um, and just seeing how many cards like people drew and stuff like that. Like Dragon Ball always was known for drawing tons of cards, but since being back, it felt like it's been literally like doubled the amount of cards that you can draw in the course of the whole game. And that was one of my things. Like, if you just play mill, you probably have a pretty good chance of like winning against most of the decks.
I can agree. I can agree for sure. Like coming back, because most definitely had to put the game down after all the mess that was happening. But since coming back, I'm like, yo, hey, I've got a lot of cards in hand. Like I'm sitting here, like sitting nice and like I've got options. Like that's what I like about this game. I've got options. I've got multiple play lines. I just got to figure out which one is the right one. But coming back and having all these cards, it's just like like everyone treated Zamasu as like the funny deck, and it won. It won. It was like all the memes that I did see when Zamasu was getting printed. They're like, oh yeah, this mill deck isn't going to be too crazy. But then like someone realized that Dorm Potential is still a green card. Dorm Potential is still a green card.
And I think these versions were running yellow too for Nimbus as well.
So you like literally two card attacks, if not like unisons.
Yeah.
Like is the stall is insane.
And sadly, I don't think I can pull up a list here for any of these Zamasu decks because Deck Planet it's a website. So I can't really confirm. But I saw a list and I saw Nimbus in there and they played green yellow. So it seemed like green yellow was a play for it.
I mean, and that's like insane too, because like one of the big things when going to a regional was like going to time. So like you're playing stall, so like you have to be like either in the life lead or you have already have milled them out by then. Like so, I think it really came down to the wire for a lot of those games.
Oh yeah. And one thing I like, I don't know if this is a thing, but like I feel like most of these decks run some type of like multicolor. Like Arensu didn't have any multicolor. Um this Wish what is this? Wish Goku or Wish Shenron? Ran a combination of red green with some white cards. Kefla is running blue yellow.
Well, yeah, Surge.
Let's see what else. Um
Would that be it? I think that would be it outside of the Zamasu green yellow. If you didn't already just say that.
yeah, Zamasu green yellow. The Nuevo deck
And
looks like it has some red,
did it
I mean
have
green
this?
yellow in it, but it's just like
I
one
was gonna
card.
say it has the Gogeta.
And then obviously Vegeta, black black red. And it just feels like a lot of these decks are just running multicolor cards. And I really like that because it was like at a certain point when before we stopped playing to where it was just like monocolor cards were like or monocolor decks were the thing. And if you were playing like a multicolor deck at any like high competitive place, you kind of were just like trolling. So I think I like the way the game is going with the multicolor stuff. Like I feel like it gives you like way more options and deck buildings and just makes things a little bit more interesting to figure out how you can weave in multicolor cards and how you can get around the energy exhaust. Even though most of the cards literally just they have energy exhaust and then they just have a way to just let you charge it.
Negate all that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's just like
negate all that.
why
Like,
even put it on the card, you know? But I know it's for other decks.
yeah, like for sure. Whenever Android 21 came out and I saw Super 17 and we finally had a green blue card that negated energy exhaust, I was like, oh my gosh, yes. Like, finally. We can finally do something on turn one. Because the bane of that deck was charging blue green and you had nothing. You couldn't do anything. It was so terrible.
Yep, but I feel like if they wanted to, nerf multicolor cards. Just go back to designing cards that require you to charge those multicolor cards. What is it? Manually and not like just
Hmm.
negate it.
But like, I mean, isn't it crazy how they just print those cards and the game just gets faster? Like we would have to use those energy exhaust cards, and we would literally do nothing turn one.
Yep, I
Not like
agree.
you're doing three things on turn one.
But yeah, so Nats in North America, they had Swiss and then they had Top Cut. But the Nats in what is it? In Europe, I believe they went like straight out of Swiss and then straight into Top Cut, I believe, like the same day. I'm not too sure because I'm not from Europe, but I think I saw some stuff like that. And I'm like wondering like I guess how much of a difference does that make for what deck really wins? If you have any thoughts on that.
Mm-mm. Hmm.
But I don't know, did they have a stream for um Europe's Nats?
I don't think so. I didn't hear any. Like, I looked on Facebook today and I saw that they had crowned a champion, and I was like, oh, I forgot EU Nats was happening. Like, I completely forgot. Like, I saw Latin America happening because they had a little stream, and then you sent the post for the North America one. I was like, okay, that's straight. I'm pretty sure EU definitely had to have one because like they surely could not be left out like that.
Yeah. Well, if it's not deleted in Twitch or whatever, maybe hopefully they repost it to YouTube or something like that.
Hmm.
Maybe catch a couple of those games later on. But overall, it seems like from the posts from Facebook and all the people putting up their like testimonies and stuff, everybody seemed like it was a very nice time going to Nats. Like nobody was cheating, nobody was doing anything. Everybody seemed like they were just enjoying the competition and just playing.
I'm glad everybody had a good time because last Nats that we went to, it could have been better. It could have been better. But I'm just glad there was mostly good reviews. And I've been hearing a lot of people talking about, this was like my last strike before, I really quit the game. Like they're doing good. They're doing good right now. Like they're seeing the potential that Masters does have, like pretty loyal fan base, as we can see. Like 215.
Yeah, and I think I can't remember how long the game has been out.
2016. 2016. We're almost on
2016 is
10 years.
crazy.
We're almost on 10 years.
Well, hey,
Like it's either 2016 or 2018. Those like are the 2 years. Those are the
yeah,
2 years.
it might have been 2018. We can
Either
look
one of
back
those
at it
two.
one of
Or
these
I might,
days,
yeah.
or
One of
if
these days.
someone
Like
is so gracious to put it in the comments.
yeah, let us know. But it's either 2016, 2017, or 2018. It's one of those 3 years. But I think I'm more leaning on 16, 17.
Yeah, so that's positive experience. Very happy that Zamasu did take it all, and that we got to see things like Kefla, and then we got to see some Pan in there too. Love to see a couple black decks go up there, and some interesting BoJack gameplay. And I mean, just leader diversity is just at an all-time high, and I'm just here for it. So hopefully,
Yeah, for real,
next set
everything
can
was able
continue
to be
this.
represented.
So, with speaking of next set, we're gonna move on and talk about some of this new videos and stuff that they're doing on the Bandai card game channel, which is probably a channel that you guys never open because if you aren't watching Gundam or any of the other card games that they're putting up here, these videos probably do not show up in your account at all due to YouTube's algorithm. But the second they posted this new video for Dragon Ball Super Masters, popped up in my feed immediately. And I was surprised. And I'm sure you were surprised also.
Yeah, I was I saw it on Facebook first. I saw it on Facebook first, and then as soon as I clicked it, my first thing was to look how many views it had. That was my first thing before I even like looked at what they were talking about. And I saw over 1,000 people. I was like, "Whoa, we still got people like thinking about this game." I mean, like it's like I've been seeing people buy cards and people selling cards and like the transactions between each other, but it's still like it still feels like I don't want to say the game's dead. Like I don't want to say it's dead, but it's like it's in its area of it's in an area. It's in the area. So I was just like, all right, look, it's just as someone who's in the community and like feels like I watch other players as I still actively play. I don't know if my game's dead, and the game's not dead, but I don't know the word to call it. So the first thing I looked at was the views, and I saw over 1,000. I was like, whoa, okay, so we're actually getting some videos for this next set. All right, let's see what's going on.
Oh yeah. So I like how they are doing these reels, even though like I don't know the way Japan does like videos and reveals of things. It's like it's a complete 180 from just like people in the US. Like over here, it's just like tons of hype and stuff like that, and over there, it's like a TV show.
Yeah, I would say the graphics are very beautiful. Like I do find that whatever graphics they use in the like colors on the screen, like I really do they really do flash. Like I love their graphics design. Like tips
Yeah.
to that team.
But talking about the views though on this, looking at the first one, 5.4K views in 13 days. I
Yeah,
think
like that's
that's
good.
pretty good.
Like
And then 6 days ago, they posted a second one, and this one only got 2.3K views. So it is down, but it is still 2,000 people have watched this video. 5,000 players have watched that first video.
hmm
And I think when people see like 5.4K and then the next video is 2.3K, they're like, oh, the game's dying. It's like, no. Or like, oh, they're doing bad. It's like, no, that's 2,000 people like watching this thing. Like, imagine having 2,000 people in your bedroom. You
yeah,
couldn't.
like in your house. More
Yeah,
like
in
in
your
your
house.
house.
Like,
Like
listen to you talk about Dragon Ball. Or
yeah.
like, that's literally like concert, like sold out.
Yeah, it's like that is a like football stadium. Like I'm pretty sure Gen Con was at or no, we didn't have to rent at a stadium for Dragon Ball, I don't think, but for sure, like I know I remember playing Dragon Ball in a football stadium though. I do remember playing that, but like that's a
Yeah.
lot of people
Now, how many people, actually play the game still, or were just checking in because it was a new thing, like what's going on, and how many of those people are actually like diehards playing every single day on Untapped Warriors? Um,
Ooh.
you know,
Sunset Warrior.
yeah, we don't know.
That's some dedication
I might have to become one, but people on Untapped rules and things are just so non-understandable, and I feel like if you're just not in voice chat with somebody while doing it, the experience on it is a little lackluster.
for sure. For sure.
But I mean, hey, if you guys are looking to um actually play on Untap and actually have someone to talk to and stuff like that, please do come join us in the Discord. We're trying to run some events for our locals to start off with, and then looking to do some more leagues and stuff like that. Once we get some more people and some more teams and stuff that are dedicated to playing Dragon Ball and possibly Fusion World too. So come join us. The link is in the description to the Discord. We're looking to build up the competitive scene because we love just playing competitive, really anything, but Dragon Ball is our foundation.
Yes. This is where we started
But I do hope with these videos they continue it until all the cards are revealed. Um, it's a nice thing, and I hope they just keep doing it so they can keep building up hype, and hopefully the algorithm is good to us and it hits somebody's feed and like, oh, Dragon Ball, I didn't know they had a card game. Let me go get a box or something like that.
yeah, like that would be good. Just some more players, and I mean, just content creators too, because it just feels like it's just dry. It's like can pick up these decks, but I don't feel like I can break these decks. I don't feel like I'm the one to break the decks. I am the ones to play it. Oh, maybe if I have a special character that I'm gonna like really look into. But like I think everyone's spreading the knowledge so everyone like kind of like knows what's going on. And just like seeing the love of the game like just grow. Cause like we have the dedicated fan base. Like people are still here. So I'm excited to see what they do next.
Yeah, speaking of the deck building, that has been on my mind. Like, I do want to remake some of my old decks or some of the new decks and just literally just sit down for hours and look at all the cards on Deck Planet or something like that and just like craft the deck and then just test it. Like that is one of my favorite things to do is just craft a deck, curate it to beat the meta or around the meta and just testing it out and see what works and what didn't work or ultimately find out if it's just a waste of my time.
Yeah, theory crafting, like figuring out what you need to do.
Um, but yeah, I think these videos, hopefully, if they keep it going, you know, I think we're gonna have a good start in 2026.
Sure. Starting off
But
strong, or at least ending off 2025 strong. You gotta see what it's like going in 2026.
yeah, and I mean, going into 2026, we have the new set called Fearsome Rivals, and the main characters on here are you gotta have
Yeah.
Goku Black, Broly, OG Broly to be exact, and then Baby. I mean, any set that has Goku Black in it for me, I'm my interest is peaked already. You didn't even
Right.
need the videos
Like,
for that.
yeah, for like as soon as they put in your favorite characters, like, all right, you got me. You got me. You got me. You bring a new Goku Black card. What's it do? What's it do?
Yeah, and I mean, for people that don't know me, my favorites are one Vegeta, and then second is Goku Black.
Oh yeah.
So, and I mean,
I mean, Goku Black is real.
I just really like characters that like just get in there and just literally like do what they said they were gonna go do. Like Goku Black said, "I'm gonna destroy the whole planet," and like literally just like commit genocide essentially. And he did it. He did it. He was not
Yes.
playing, and that
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 Zero
is what
Mortal
I
Plane
like.
was no joke. That Zero Mortal Plane was no joke. He said, "Hey, nah, I'm gonna get myself, and I'm gonna get a stronger version of myself. Watch this.
So I'm gonna run my
Watch
ones on
this."
every human, everyone.
Like it was insane. That was not the most popular arc, but I will say I enjoyed the arc. Like they got active. They got active.
Oh yeah, and yeah. So hopefully, I mean, from the reveals, the new Goku Black's leader kind of looks a little underwhelming, like not being able to draw, and it kind of does little meh type of things. But every deck can't be good, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, hey, we still haven't seen what promos are coming out, so like the promos might crack the deck. You know how this game works. Like the promos are probably gonna crack the deck in half.
Yeah, and what is it? The price for it here, there's 24 booster packs in one box, and each booster pack is $5.99. So you should be looking at a box for 140 to 150, maybe 60, depending on tax, shipping, wherever you get it, because a lot of us don't have locals.
Hmm.
And I don't know. Um, uh, is that price really sustainable for Dragon Ball at this
I
very
don't
moment?
know. I'm not even sure because like it's been a good minute since I bought a box because like I've just been buying like deck cores and singles off of people like so like I wouldn't even know. It's been forever since I cracked a box. It's been forever since I cracked a box. Like
Yeah, I mean MSRP is $6, $140 for a whole box. Distributors probably giving it away for like maybe 120, 110, maybe, not too sure. But I don't know. Like there's some other card games that are, less popular and stuff like that, and their boxes MSRP like $60. And it's just like I know it's a feels bad going back on your price. But I mean, if the demand is not there, Like, it just forces the price to go down, and I wish
Yeah.
they would make it lower for people who do have distribution, and make it just a little bit more, like, enticing to them to, like, actually buy it, because asking a store to buy, like, a case of Dragon Ball at 100 and, like, 20 or 10 per box is, like, out of your mind when you can just buy
Yeah,
Pokemon.
and you just know, like, you just know Dragon Ball's not gonna retain its value. Like, most of those cards are not gonna retain its value because out of I don't know the exact numbers, but, like, out of every set, not every leader and every color is going to be good. You can sell a good portion of that box, but, like, as that box sits there, it's going to lose its value. Like, it's just how it works. Like, it loses its value.
Yeah. And also about the value of the cards and stuff like that. I don't know if you remember or even kept track of this, but in the early times of Dragon Ball when they came out with a set, there was like 3 to 4 leaders, and the leaders in themselves, like if you were to just play with that set alone and no other cards or anything else, like each leader kind of countered each other leader. Um and I don't know where they stopped it or where I lost track of keeping track of this, but it kind of turned into, instead of all these decks being good and the decks inside of the set countered each other in some sort of way, it became, oh, there's this broken deck, and then maybe there's these three other like really good decks, and then there was like just this one bad deck. For example, in this set, the Lucifer just seems like the worst deck ever, almost.
Okay. Hold on now. Hold on. You gotta remember, you can spear boost off of your opponent's unisons. You can spear boost off your opponent's unison. So like, I don't know if you're either gonna give somebody a unison, but like about almost every other deck plays a unison, if not a Z unison. So like, I don't know. I don't know. I wouldn't sleep on Lucifer, but I do get that I do get how we have like maybe looking at Lucifer and then seeing, oh yeah, it's a Dragon Ball character. It's kind of like this deck might be really bad. But I don't know. I really don't know what cards are gonna come out of the deck. But I think the best example was Baba when Baba got released. Yeah, that was the deck that got that was I think it was Baba versus U7 Goku. I think that's what it was. And it was like, yo, what do you mean? What do you mean Baba versus U7 Goku? Like all Baba did was like look at the top of your opponent's deck. That's literally all you did. And
Yeah,
I was just like, what does this deck even do?
I do want to try out some Baba simply because like the only thing I heard about it was that it was very hard on webcam for some reason because you have to like flip your opponent's cards and see their decks and they don't see the card or something like that. But it's like if you're playing on webcam, like they can just they're just gonna look at the
Everyone's gonna
screen.
see. Yeah, like
So I don't know with like no events going on in person like that consistently. Like, what if Baba's like super like secret like tech?
come
That's
like
been in the back of my mind.
it's like looking at that yeah, old yeah, and I'm gonna uh show you my oldness here. But that old anniversary Bojack yellow Bojack leader that awakens and did nothing.
Oh,
Awakened and did nothing on
my
awaken.
gosh.
It's like yo, like what are we doing? What are we doing? Like
Mm-mm-mm. And I think another example of like the bad deck, and I can't remember if this came out with an actual set or if it was like an anniversary sex, but do you remember when Heroines came out?
oh, I remember that. I trust. I remember that.
Yeah, and that deck was never like good, but
No,
like it was always
definitely.
like interesting to everybody because just like wow, this is like such an interesting like new mechanic heroine and a way the deck like worked around all the other cards. And I feel like that's in the facade of it, like all these cards work together, and then once you mash them together, it's just mid.
It's just like, wow, look at this heaping pile of dog. Look at this heaping pile of dog that I put together. And it's like you're seeing your opponent do like, especially if they're playing the meta deck. Hey, you see them playing the meta deck, you see them having a much better time than you are. You see them having a much better time than yours. Like, yo, why can't my deck do that? Why do they refuse to let like my favorite archetype do that?
Yeah.
But I mean, hopefully you just put your hands together and you pray for anniversary, like the next anniversary that they look at your archetype. I think that's the best you got, especially if it's really bad.
Oh yeah, 100%. Sport is needed. Off release.
100%. Like, please, we're begging.
But hey, good thing about this new set is you get a box topper energy marker. So anybody that doesn't have a nice energy marker, I would assume this one's going to be pretty nice. So obviously on the thing it's question mark, but hopefully it's nice.
Hey, I mean, we need them for the game now. They're part of the game.
Yeah, which I really like. I always like the small little things that you could do to just give your board like a little bit extra flavor and difference from somebody else. Like it kind of shows your character. Like I think at one point you were doing like these little tokens by your leader or like these other cards by your leader. I don't know
Oh
if you
yeah.
remember that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I remember having like those extra cards next to my leader and just having the accessory for tokens. Like it was just nice. It was nice to have different things. Now, the only thing I would say that hurts about that is that like anybody who doesn't know what the game is going to be like, what is that? What is
Yeah.
that? And they're just like they're gonna be so confused when they look at my board and see like tokens that don't have names and stuff like that. So if you're a tip to anyone who's going to try and start their locals, make sure you have like all the cards that kind of like say what they need to say on them if you're going to try and start your locals and like play in your LGS. That's like my only tip.
Yeah, that's a necessity, but hey, hopefully January comes around, this set is a hit, everybody likes it. People start getting back into the game. I'm looking forward to it.
I'm excited. Very,
But
very excited.
other than that, I believe that's all we have to talk about here. I don't know how my camera turned off, but it did.
Hey, I was letting it roll. I was letting it roll.
Well, luckily, I was showing up some of the graphics and stuff that we're doing, but yeah, this is pretty much the end of this episode today. We talked about a little bit of Nats, talked about the new sets and new marketing that they're doing, and I hope everything continues to go well and we can get back to prime time at some point. I don't know if I'm reaching for the stars here or not, but I'm hoping.
Hey, hey, like biggest thing here is we're almost at 30 sets though. Like we're almost at 30 sets.
That is
Like
true.
you get you gotta remember, like if you've been around since like I got started in set two, seeing like look, 26 sets later, it's like, man, like this game has changed. This game has changed and went through different flavors. So
Might need rotation, but maybe we might talk about that in an upcoming episode.
yeah, talk for another time, of course. Talk for another time.
But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Uh, next one hopefully will go out in the next 2 weeks. Um, please do like and subscribe so you can stay updated and we can come up into your feed and come join Discord in the link is in the description and come join us playing events and some other cool things that we have planned on for 2026 just like Dragon Ball. So,
Yes.
you got any final words, Jalil?
Y'all stay cool. Stay awesome. Here's to set 29. Make sure you wash your hands after every card battle. Yes, I think that's pretty solid. Wash your hands after every card battle.
Well, with that, I'm gonna leave you guys to it and God bless.